Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and today I'm gonna put the basics out on cubic right angle weave. Now this is a cube I made. I just made this with a normal right angle weave, but I wanted to use this as an example. So we're gonna do a cubic right angle weave, so the name already explains it. And a cubic exists of down here a bottom, then we have 4 sides all the way around, and we have a top. And that's basically what we are gonna try to get using a right angle weave. There is no limit actually in a cubic right angle weave. I'm gonna show you something I made. I made these earrings using a cubic right angle weave, and actually these were created. I wanted to make something and it actually totally backfired, and this is what I got instead, and I kind of like them anyway. So these I made using a cubic right angle weave. I made a lot of things using cubic right angle weave, but these are the ones I have by hand. So, and I made this bracelet. So these are just made with a cubic right angle weave, and these I connected with a normal right angle weave in between. But these are like 2 examples. You can make it really classy, you can make it fun. Yeah, like I said, the limit, the sky is the limit with this. I'm gonna leave this one here. Now, how do we start? We are gonna start by making the bottom here. I'm using 4mm crystals here, and I just put a piece of Ceylon on a 12 beading needle. And for the bottom, we are gonna start with picking up 4 beads. You don't have to use crystals. I just chose this because it's a little bit bigger bead and probably more visible than when I use size 11 OC beads or something. But this you can do with any bead, any size, it really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna pull my beads down to the end of my wire, leaving some amount of tail, and I'm gonna go up again through all those 4 beads. So that we get a little circle. I left a bit too much tail there. Just like this. Now you see it's not a complete circle yet. So what are we gonna do? I have my wire coming out here. So I'm gonna go into the next bead as well. And now we have a nice little circle. So we have our bottom done. So now we're gonna build the 4 walls around it. We are working with 4 beads every time, and we're already coming out of this bead here. So to get 4 beads, I have 1 bead here, pick up 2, 3, and 4. So that means we're picking up 3 beads. And we're gonna go into the same bead. My wire comes out of the top here, and I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top. And pull. Now this is what we have. And this circle was our bottom. And this is one side. Now for me it's easier to just flip this one already, that I know that this is my side. Now for me, right angle weave, cubic right angle weave, doesn't matter, it's like playing chess. I mean, you need to keep in mind where you want to Let me see if I can get that focused. Where you want your needle to come out to be able to make your next move. So we have our wall here, and I want to build my side here now. So that means I need to go into the next bead that's on the bottom actually. So this is what we have. Now we need 4 beads. I have one here and I have one here on this side because these sides are all connected together. So have 1 and 2, so I need to pick up 3 and 4. So now this time we only pick up 2 beads and we're gonna go down. Our wire comes out in that bottom bead here. We are gonna go in the side first. So I'm going down in the side. And then I'm gonna go into that bottom bead that we originally came out of. And this time I builded my second side. So I still have my bottom down here. This is my first side and this is my second side. And we are actually going to repeat because this time we want to build our third side over here. So we're going to start with going into that bottom bead. Picking up 2 beads because we have bead 1 and 2 already in place and we only need 2 beads this time. And we repeat like we did before. So we're going to go down in the bead from the side and we're also going to go into that bead that we came out of and pull. And now we have 3 sides done. Oops. So that means we only have our last side to build here. And like we did before, we're going to go into that bottom bead. And now you can see that we actually already have the bead here on the side. So we're going to go up in that bead, picking up 1 bead this time because we already have bead 1, 2 and 3 in place here. And we're actually only connecting them together now using 1 bead in the middle. So we're going to go down in the bead that we added, in the bead of the side we added last. Now you see all those 4 beads come together, but we still need to get up to the top, so we're going to go into the bottom bead and back up in that first bead that we came out of. And now we actually made it to the top. Now it doesn't matter if you go clockwise or anti-clockwise in this bead, in this part, but if you take a look at everything now, you see that everything is connected. Everything is connected together, except here, those 4 beads. So we really need to connect those as well. I know there's people out there that don't do it, but I usually do it. So I'm gonna go around in all those beads that I have here on my top. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And I'm gonna go into that first one because I still don't have a connection here. It's still open. So I'm gonna go into that first one as well. Again. And now I have all my beads connected. And as you see, we have our first cube. It's a small one compared to this one. It has a little bit of other shape, but this is a cube. Now, how do we start on our second block? Because where we are now, we actually already have a bottom. So from this point on, you only need to build walls, sides, and in the first side you build, you always pick up 3 beads and go into the same bead like we did before. So, and as I said, I usually already flip it up, so this one just rests against my thumb and I go into the next bead. I'm gonna pick up 2 beads because I have bead 1 and 2 already in place. I'm gonna go into the bead of the side and into the bead that I'm coming out of and draw. And here we go. We have side number 2. I'm gonna go into the next bead on the bottom, picking up 2 beads and going into the side bead and our bottom bead. It can be confusing in the beginning, but once you really get the hang of it, it is so fun to do. It's really fun to be experimenting with. So last time we're gonna go into our bottom bead and I'm gonna go up in that side bead. We have bead 1, 2, 3 in place, so we only need 1 more bead, and I'm gonna go down in the other side, like that. And we still need to connect the top, so we need to go back to the top. And how do we do that? So we're gonna go back in that first bottom bead and we're gonna go back up. Oops. And now we made it to the top, so it's just connecting our 4 beads on the top here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and in the first one again, because this one isn't connected yet, so up in the first one. Now this time I'm gonna take another color of Swarovskis. Maybe if something's not clear yet, hope you can see it better then. So for the first one, we always pick up 3 beads and we're gonna go into the same bead. Just like that. And we're gonna go into the next bead that sits on the bottom and draw. I'm flipping this one in place already, so this one rests against my thumb. For the second wall, we pick up 2 beads because we have this one here already in place and this one from our side. So we're coming out of this one, we're gonna go into the side bead and into our bottom bead. I need to like that. I was about to lose my wire. And we draw just like that. We're gonna go into the next bottom bead, so in my case my blue one here, and we already have bead 1 and bead 2 in place, so we only need 2 more beads. So we're gonna go into that side bead and into our bottom bead. And the bottom bead is always the bead that you come out of with your wire or your needle or whatever. Last of all, we're going to go into the bottom bead. And as you see, we only need to put a bead on the top here. Now we first need to get to the top, so we're going to go up in the side bead. We have bead 1, 2, 3, so I'm picking up only one. What's bead number 4? I'm going to go down in the opposite side bead and draw. Always make sure your beads sit in the right position. That's just because I'm using seal on this one, curls more than when you use Fireline or Wildfire or something. So I'm coming out here in this bead, so I'm gonna go into the side because I need to get back here on the top. So I'm gonna go into the side. Like that. I'm gonna go up and just connecting my top beads. One, 2, 3, and 4. And this one isn't connected yet, so into this one as well. And there you go. This is actually all there is about cubic right angle weave. So like I said, I know it takes practice, but go ahead and start practicing on this one, and I'm gonna try to come up with some fun projects to do with cubic right angle weave, and I'll be back as soon as I can. So have fun till then. Bye bye.